I just wanted to take a second to make a quick video about Cinestill's 50D and specifically how it compares to Vision 3 50D from Kodak. The difference between the two films would be that Cinestill has removed the layer of remjet, which for those of you who aren't familiar is just an anti-halation layer which is common in motion picture films. Besides that, they're essentially the exact same film. The biggest advantage to removing the layer of remjet is that you can then process it in a standard C41 process, which is just a typical color negative process, where Vision 3 has to undergo a special process for motion picture films called ECM2. I think the biggest advantage for the Cinestill is just how accessible it is. I've never gone to a store where you can buy Vision 3 packaged in a 35mm cassette. So when I shot a roll of Vision 3, what we had to do is buy it in bulk and load it into 35mm cassettes, and then buy the chemistry in bulk as well and process it ourselves, which in doing so actually brings the cost of the film down quite a bit. So it ended up being very cheap to shoot a roll of Vision 3. So I'd highly recommend this if you have maybe a whole bunch of friends that want to go on a bulk order of chemistry and film. This would be the cheapest way, and you could probably actually beat the price of Cinestill by a long shot. This being said, the chemistry is quite hard to find. I'll link where we got it from down below. So yeah, other than that, looking at the image from the film, both films are extremely fine grain and great for landscape photography, which is just about all I was taking pictures of. The other thing that I was really impressed by with Vision 3 is just its ability to capture a scene and have to do very little, if any, processing to the photo. Most of the images came straight out of the scan, and I really didn't have to do much other than minor color balance and minor contrast adjustments, where with the Cinestill I felt like I was doing quite a bit more work on the scan. So yeah, I would say overall the Vision 3 is definitely my preferred film in terms of the cost and the overall quality of the image. Cinestill still does yield a really high quality image, and I'm very impressed with it, but for the price difference I would just go with the Vision 3 if you are interested in bulk loading film. Both films are definitely worth trying out, and I don't think there's a huge issue with the removal of the remjet layer. I think that the film still is able to create a very high quality image, and it's still a very filmic look to it. Both films have beautiful color and overall tonality, the major difference just being the overall contrast in the image. One thing I did notice is that the Cinestill is definitely made to be scanned. Upon scanning the film, you are left with a really flat image that gives you a lot of room to work with in post. It really is a tough comparison to make looking at the film side by side, which is to be expected. They are, after all, essentially the same film with minor adjustments. I have to say I am impressed with both films' dynamic range. That being said, I definitely do like the images from the Vision 3 a bit more. All in all, both the films are great, and I would highly recommend both of them. Vision 3 was a bit more unique of an experience overall, getting to process the film yourself. With all that being said, we really have to consider just how easy it is to shoot Cinestill. It truly is amazing what they've done with the film, and it's almost exactly like shooting Vision 3. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about these films. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about the films, maybe which one you like better, or if you see a specific difference between the two. And also, feel free to leave me a link to your photos. Just leave a comment below if there's other films you'd like to see compared. Thank you for watching this quick comparison, and I'll see you next time.